showing his tactical acumen. Trying to take the psychological advantage by having Prasad bowl to Saeed Anwar. Prasad maybe just a little tight. He's playing the finals. He's playing in front of his home crowd. So it may just be that he might just be a little bit tight, a little bit tense. But still, that doesn't take away from the tactical thinking of Ajay Jadeja in having Venkatesh Prasad bowl to the man whom he has given a lot of trouble in the past. Well, this is the finals, and that's a cracking way to start off on the pads. And Ramiz, Pakistan are on their way.
Yes, Sunny, no problem there for Saeed Anwar. Leaning into that shot nicely. Spit it up in the air for a little while, but had enough to go to the boundary. That's stunning beginning from Saeed Anwar.
Thick catch. The second slip can do much about it.
Well, getting a thick edge of a full toss, Saeed Anwar. Went quickly away from Ganguly, who was in the second slip. So very often when you edge a ball of a full toss, just angling his bat, trying to play it through that point area where he's so good, Saeed Anwar.
Well, if you're going to bowl at his pads, he's going to take you for runs. Very fluent off his pads. That's a good effort from Ajit Agarkar. But no longer, he's got off the mark with another brilliant shot.
In the slot there for Shahid Afridi. He was allowed to free his arms, go through with the shot nicely. Srinath pitching it up to Shahid Afridi. That's not the right length to bowl to Shahid, who likes the ball to be pitched up, to be driven. He's so very strong in that area. He's angling the face of the bat to run it down nicely through point.
And this time over the top. If the previous one was hit along the ground, Shahid Afridi showing that he can play the shot over and above the fielders as well. Another brilliant shot. Big shout is out, playing across. Umpire Venkatraghavan deciding that the ball would have gone on to the stumps.
Well, he was fetching the ball from middle and off early on as well, Saeed Anwar. But the difference here was he got it hit on the pad. But his bat missed the ball completely. There you see him just going across the line. And that looks pretty plumb. Yes, no doubt there. So Prasad putting a quick end to the Pakistani impetus there. Lose their first wicket for 23.
Ijaz Ahmed, who batted so well at Mohali and won the Man of the Match award there, coming into bat because Saeed Anwar was out leg before wicket. You can see over there Saeed Anwar right in front of the stumps, the ball hitting him well below the knee, and it would have gone on to hit the middle stump. There should be a couple there for Ijaz to get off the mark.
That will give Ijaz a lot of confidence. He's a nervous starter, but when he gets into a rhythm, then it becomes very difficult to dislodge.
Holding. Ball nipping back. Ijaz offering no shot, and he finds his stumps are shattered.
Well, he misjudged it completely, Ijaz. He didn't go to the pitch of the ball, stayed back where the ball was just pitched up to him a little bit. There you see him missing it completely. That was an in-swinger, and Srinath is
fall of Ijaz Ahmed's wicket. That should be a boundary.
Inzamam getting off with a lovely boundary. He looked in, very good touch in Mohali. Seems to be continuing with his touch here. Nicely timed through square leg. Agarkar had no chance.
He smashed it. Shahid Afridi, he smashed that ball past mid-off. Ajay Jadeja was standing at the edge of the circle, but it made no difference. That could have been out if there had been a second slip. But there are no ifs and buts in cricket. It's a boundary.
That was it. Oh dear, no one backing up. Kurasia is the man there, and I just think it's going to be a bit of a stare, a bit of a word from the bowler and the captain.
Well, that was Ganguly's fault, really. There was no chance of a run out. Just watch this. He picks the ball up here. I suppose he thinks there's a chance of... but look, the batsman's going to be in by a long way, and he lets it rip. And, of course, no one really had time to get around behind the stumps.
Just clipped the bottom of the bat. It's gone for 4, and it is a no ball as well. Yes, that's pretty well done. Ahmed Kurasia at square leg. Tony Greig mentioned right up at the start that he thought this was a pretty good outfield. And that ball was really travelling. That's gone. I don't think that took too long to get to the boundary, because he had really smashed that one. Just wonder what they're thinking about back in the dressing room, because Afridi is going after just about everything. That's an amazing shot, because that ball wasn't very short. He picked up the length very, very quickly and smashed it for 4. So a few points for Inzamam at the end of that over. It's 67 for 2.
Looking to play across the line.
I think he nicked it. Otherwise, that was plumb. I wonder if he nicked it. Oh, he's never going to give leg byes. He is. Ooh, I'd like a little look at that again. Oh. Oh, that's out. Sorry, that's out. Doesn't matter if you're a Chinaman, an Indian, or what you are.
Well,
that's out.
Yes, Jeffrey, it was missing middle, and it was missing off and leg there. It would have crashed into the middle stump. He looks a little vulnerable, Parthasarathy. He's all over the place.
Well, I'd like him umpiring when I were batting. Put it that way. He'd be my favourite person to umpire. But he's not giving them out.
So 68 for 2. Srinath continuing. They should get 2 now. Misfield there from Agarkar. He was looking to pick the ball up with one hand. Just took his eyes off the ball. That's a lovely shot from Inzamam. He has so much of time to play the quicks. 7 runs coming off that last over. It's 75 for 2. There's an example. Pitched up, he's hit through the line. One bounce, over long on. Such a dangerous player.
I think that's probably nipping back and going down. Just hurried on to him. You'll get a clearer look when the replay comes, but the impression got, that's a good decision. Not out, I don't think, but we're going to find out. I think Afridi was smart enough to get his foot back, but Mongia was quick.
I reckon it might only be just back, but it's going to be a close call. Mongia always alert. Just in time. Good cricket all around there. And Mongia, the Indian wicketkeeper, very, very alert. Watch it, it's not much there. And the third umpire will obviously take another look. This is a tight one. think the benefit of the doubt will go to the batsman.
Doubt? Are you giving that a doubt? That's in. Get on with the game, he's in.
And Inzamam looking for two and getting it. He's made his ground. He took on Srinath, but he had to dive to reach the crease there in the end.
Well, this was wonderful from Inzamam. Don't see this too often. The galloping Inzi running a quick two and diving. Look at the dive here. Oh, brilliant Inzi. 5.9 there. In the dancing, isn't it? 5.9 for style. What? I can't believe that. No, he can't have given him out. Inzamam is amazed, so am I.
I guess he's pressed the wrong button by mistake. I think he will be on the cordless and correct it. I think the green light has to come on. No way Inzamam is out.
Well, he's not going in Tinsley. He's not leaving the middle. Oh, eventually he's pressed it. Oh, yeah, that's four again. He just slogged him, hadn't he? He stuck the foot there and slogged it. The pitch has done hardly anything. Been absolute beauty.
Well played. That's beaten the offside field and it's raced away to the boundary. Oh, well bowled. I think that might have hit the bat. Either that or it's gone all the way to the fence, and 4 runs are signalled. Yes, well now, here's an example of what can happen when, with all the best intentions in the world, the wicketkeeper stands up. Now that's Afridi's 50. It's been a very good 50 as well, so it's 52 in quick time, but this last one was just a little bit lucky. Oh, he's hit that one. That's a good shot. One bounce over the fence at square leg for 4. That's very good batting. Oh, he's hit that one straight down the ground. Will this go all the way? It's going to get there, is it? Yes, over the top. It's 6. What a good shot. Straight down the ground. Nothing much better in any form of cricket than seeing a straight drive, and it's brought a smile to his face. Oh, he's had a go. Oh, he's got him. He's got him. He's out. He's holed out. He's done it. Ganguly's done it. He's brought him on. First ball. Exactly what Sunil Gavaskar said. He has a reputation for breaking partnerships, and boy, has he broken a beauty. They needed this wicket desperately. Have a look at the man going off the ground. Afridi says to himself, why did I try and do that first ball? Miss-hit it. That's it. Out.
Well, we've talked about Afridi's rush of blood. That's what's let him down. There was a surefire century for him if he had played straight, tried to play across, paid the penalty, and Ganguly, the man with the golden arm, is struck again. 122 for 3.
Well, Johanna is the new batsman. Well, totally unnecessary, the shy at the stumps there. It's happened 2 or 3 times now. There was never going to be a run out on that occasion. They're coming back for 3, so really it's an extra 2 runs that were given away. Oh, he's hit the stumps down the other end. Well, I was about to say the umpire down there seems to me to be moving around a lot, and on that occasion it's a good job, because that was hit back down there very hard, and always a bit unlucky for the batsman. On the up, straight back down the stumps, and actually hit so well that it's knocked the stump out of the ground. No, it's well played. Just a little offline, that one, and he's got a bottom edge away, and this is going to go all the way to the boundary.
Oh, well, slice of luck, but there's no slip, so that's what happens. You're trying to cut off boundaries by having everybody spread out, therefore there's nobody to catch.
He's picked it up very early. Just went through with a shot, and that's the second boundary in the over. That's what they've done, and he's gone. Not a good shot at all. Just seemed to hit either pad or hit the bat on the ground, but that was, they didn't quite come off the middle of the bat. A pretty easy catch at the edge of the circle. So Ganguly picks up a second wicket and Johan is gone.
Well, he's the golden arm. That's been the most of his career, Ganguly. A little off spinner there, so he spotted it, Johan, and tried to hit it over the top, but didn't clear the man. Quite easy in the end. 154 for 4.
Moin Khan is the new batsman.
You wait till you've got more runs. You know, if you've been in a bit longer and you've got 40 runs behind your name, you go the aerial route. Lovely 50.
Nobody in the deep. Moin Khan gets 4 and gets among the runs right away. Sourav Ganguly appealed 3 times on that one. Just get the feeling it might have been nipping down the leg side. Also interesting to see where the umpire was when the verdict was made.
That's a good shout. May well have just been going down leg stump. A nice stride forward. The umpire's giving him out very quickly and he's off. He's not interested.
Picked it up beautifully. And he's deposited that straight into the stands. That's why he's such a dangerous player. He picks up the ball very, very quickly, does Moin Khan. Well, the umpire signaled 4, so we will stick with 174 for 4 after 31.
That's in the air and just over the Indian captain. That'll go all the way. Oh, that's a lovely placement. Effortless shot, and he's again found the boundary. Mongia goes up, but Moin was nowhere near it. It was good bowling by Prasad. He saw Moin Khan coming down the track.
Well, reading the intentions of Moin Khan there, Prasad pitching it just a little short and away from Moin Khan. That one bounced also to him. Moin Khan has not really gone the aerial route so far. He doesn't need to actually. He's played quite nicely so far.
And again, and this time he's walked. So Prasad's done the damage here. Brought back into the attack. He's struck in his very first over. It's a very important wicket to get because Moin Khan was batting well and looking dangerous. But he's just lost his concentration here.
Yes, this is a crucial wicket. Moin Khan just a little casual while driving that one from Prasad. That one in fact came back to the right-hander, but a straightforward catch to Mongia. He's gone after playing a good hand with 35. Pakistan lose their 5th wicket for 217.
So Azhar Mahmood, the all-rounder, comes out to the middle. He's on strike now to Prasad. And he's off the mark straight away.
Straight to mid-off. This will be close. Oh, that'll have been out. That would have been out now. That one was worth a go. And that's when they needed to hit. Oh, there's a mix-up here. In comes the throw. And it's wide of the stumps. Oh, he's hit that one down towards square leg. Oh, that's a beautifully played shot. He's just drifted, as I said. If he gets off line a little bit, Inzamam will go for that sweep shot. And that's not the first time he's done it today. Beautifully played, right off the meat of the bat. And what's more, right into the gap as well. Lovely timing. It's a bit of line. And oh, this is going to be close. This is going to be close. Yes, he's got him. I reckon he's got him. It's going to be very close indeed. But, well, he's got his head down. That could be a run out. That is good fielding. A misunderstanding. Inzamam had to turn around and go back. I think he's just got him. Let's have a look.
Well, eventually there's a run out. And who's involved? But Inzamam. He's got to be out, look. He's out by miles. Just when we're saying all the good things, the nice things about his running and his brilliant batting, back to the bad old habits. But who can complain, really, with a fabulous 91?
Wasim Akram, the new batsman, and boy, he can hit them too if he gets going. Now let's have a look at this. I'm not so sure that this was actually his fault. As he goes, look, I mean, it's a long run there, and he's been sent back far too late. And I've got to say that I've got some sympathy there for Inzi. He wanted the run, it was there, and unfortunately, well, he got halfway down the pitch and very nearly got back as well.
Oh, that is very nicely played. Very, very nicely played. The quicker delivery, just tapped it behind for a boundary. 47 overs gone, 264 for 6. Full toss not being able to take advantage of it. Oh, and it was the umpire who came in the way, and he's got struck on the back. The crowd's loving it.
Yes, it was umpire before wicket. UBW. Watch this. Yes, don't throw, I'm here. Sorry about that. Lucky batsman.
That's a lovely shot. Mid-off not able to get in the way. Slavic his last one, and he gets a wicket off the last ball that is bowled. Last ball of his quarter. Catch to Srinath at mid-wicket.
Yes, good catch by Srinath. Again, Agarkar pitching it up. And Azhar Mahmood not quite getting the elevation he was looking for. Went nice and flat. Srinath was right on the edge of the circle. Even though it looked pretty straightforward, those catches are never easy when you have a packed house. Azhar Mahmood out for 25, 273 for 7.
Saqlain Mushtaq coming in place of Azhar Mahmood. Azhar Mahmood going for the big hit, but only finding Srinath on the edge of the circle at mid-wicket. So Agarkar getting a wicket off the last ball of his quota of overs. And this Srinath will be bowling from the BPL end. The 49th over of the innings. Are not quite gathering the ball, and Wasim Akram coming for the second, and it's gone between his legs and hit the stumps. Venkatesh Prasad, what a throw.
Well, that's great accuracy. There was just a little gap between the legs of Saqlain Mushtaq, and the ball went through. Saqlain was doing the right thing, if you see here. First of all, Russia didn't gather the ball because otherwise there's a run-out chance at the non-striker's end straight away. The misfield took place. Akram came back. Now have a look at Prasad. Now Saqlain's doing the right thing. He's running in the direction of the stump so that the fielder doesn't get a view of it. And the ball's gone through between his legs there. So Saqlain's gone, run out for 1. Pakistan have lost another wicket. 275 for 8.
This has gone through the slip cordon. Only difference being there is no slip cordon there. That's a big one. Into the stands. He tried to bowl it short, and Akram quickly onto it. That's a big 6.
Well, they were waiting for that. They were waiting for Ganguly or Singh to be given one of those 3 overs, and straight away Wasim Akram climbing into him. Now that's sheer power that's helped the ball clear that deep mid-wicket fielder. And straight away problems for Ganguly because he's put under pressure with the first delivery of this final over by being hit for 6.
It's a dot ball, very well bowled that one by Saurav Ganguly. But Pakistan have got a huge total on board. 291 for 8. Saurav Ganguly bowling that last over. Wasim Akram playing a very useful innings. So Sat Gopanram is certainly very eager to get going. Not that Ganguly isn't. But it just goes to show that here is a young man, Sat Gopan Ramesh, is very, very keen to get out there and do battle. Saurav Ganguly, he will be taking the strike. Wasim Akram will be bowling from the BPL end. 367 wickets. And add to that his test match wickets, and you can see what a great bowler this man is. Just 3 wickets in the series so far in the first match against Sri Lanka. Those 3 wickets also coming at just the right time. So Ganguly also has had a pretty good series, 130 in the first match against the Sri Lankans, where he also captured some wickets, and then he followed up with another 65 against the Sri Lankans and a 57 against Pakistan at Mohali just a couple of days ago. The Indians will be looking to him to get them off to a good start. No ball. Well, that's a beauty.
This is where Wasim Akram is so good, getting that ball to move away either from the right-hander or the left-hander. Ganguly didn't have a clue. It was an excellent delivery. Had to play at it and left him quite magnificently in the end. Wasim Akram was quite convinced that Ganguly had nicked it.
Big nick. Shoaib Akhtar has struck once again. Sadgopan Ramesh is out for 1, and India have lost their first wicket for 5.
Well, no footwork from the left-hander. And Shoaib Akhtar proving once again that he's a wicket-taking bowler. So very important early on in the innings. Playing away from the body, no foot movement. The angle taking the ball away from his body, and was nicely held by Moin Khan. It's a good breakthrough for the Pakistanis. It's gone for 1 and India lose the first wicket for 5.
Local boy Rahul Dravid coming into bat after the dismissal of Sadgopan Ramesh. That was a quick delivery. He's trapped through in front, I would have imagined. Now that was a very, very good shout. Beaten for pace. Let's have a look at the replay.
Well, this looked very close indeed. And looked pretty adjacent. Again, Rahul Dravid beaten for pace.
No! That'll be a boundary. No ball as well. On Dravid's pads, and he's flicked it away. He's flicked it away. That's a boundary.
This is a very good shot from Rahul Dravid. Picked the line and length up quickly, got in position and whipped it away.
That's it, that's a boundary. Give it to him on the offside, and he's going to score. Well, that's a beauty. That is a real beauty from Sourav Ganguly. Gave himself just a little bit of room, and he smashed it square off the wicket for a boundary.
That was a brave shot. You don't see openers doing it against Wasim Akram, showing him the full view of the stumps and then cutting him. Now that is an exquisite shot. The timing had to be perfect, and he got it in the middle of the bat there.
That has gone to the boundary very, very quickly. Just gives you an idea, not only of how fast this outfield is, but really of how quickly Wasim Akram's bowling. He really just got a bit of inside edge onto that. Might even a flick pad on the way. Didn't quite come to the middle of the bat. They'll be looking for a couple here. Just seemed to reach out a little bit for it, did Rahul Dravid. He got the couple he was looking for. He's got him. Went to make room for the shot. The big one through the offside. Got the edge very easily. Quite a thick edge that. Very easily into the gloves of Moin Khan. And this is the really, really big one. You can tell from the fact that there's not a sound in the stadium.
Yes, they're getting nice and excited, but this is a dreadful shot. Just watch him. He backs away here. In the circumstances, that really is not the way to do it. I mean, that's where Inzamam played such a good innings with Afridi. They played sensibly. I have to say that sort of Ganguly, when he sees that replay, would have to, well, he'll probably want to leave the room. He's out for 13. Bad news from India's point of view. 41 for 2.
Now this is interesting. Amay Kurasia comes in ahead of Ajay Jadeja. He's struck on the pad. He's given him. Well, Shoaib Akhtar showing the way to the pavilion, which is not a great idea, but he's picked up a wicket. India lose their third wicket, and Amay Kurasia is very, very disappointed indeed. Here it is. Shoaib Akhtar, really quick. Did that ball land in line? It certainly hit him in line. Take a look at the height. That's the only way Amay Kurasia could have been saved. But umpire Parthasarathy thinks he saw enough, and he has sent Kurasia packing. So that's the third wicket gone. Kurasia has gone for 3. It's 44 for 3. Ajay Jadeja is the new man in. That'll go past the infield. I think they'll be looking for 3 here. Jadeja's quick, and he has really scampered between the wickets. They'll get 3 quite easily here. So that's a good-looking shot from Rahul Dravid. What a lovely shot that is. That is sensational stuff. So you're leaving on a happy note. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
50 out as well. 52 for 3 after 10.1 overs. That was an absolute cracker from Rahul Dravid.
Wrapped on the pads, up goes the finger. There was never any doubt about that. That looked plumb. And the crowd once again stunned into silence here. The local boys gone, Dravid, and India had lost their 4th wicket.
Well, at least we get one LBW that seems to be correct. Yeah, he even trapped him on the back leg just before that ball bounced off between the inside of one pad and the back leg. Nice innings, but played back, and he ought to be forward. And they're in disarray at 56 for 4.
So Robin Singh comes out to bat a lot earlier than he would have normally expected.
Oh, he's cleared it. He's cleared him, yeah. Not the sweetest of hits, but enough. He got it in the middle of the bat all right, but wasn't perfectly timed. But it's done the job.
Beautifully bowled. That's taken the outside edge. Moin Khan has made no mistake. So Azhar Mahmood has struck again. This time he's got Robin Singh.
Well, everybody talks about Shoaib Akhtar and Wasim Akram, who are terrific bowlers. A lot more pace than Azhar Mahmood, but look at this. That's really left him like a firecracker. All right, Robin Singh did feel for it, but it was a beauty of a delivery. Some credit, he's only fast medium, but he's a very, very good bowler. It's a good wicket, and again, worse still for India, 63 for 5.
So Ajit Agarkar comes out to the middle.
Just beats the fieldsman, so that one will go for 4. That is a good shot. Or will it? No, it didn't quite make it. Oh, and the fieldsman there again, commitment, running into the advertising boards, and once again, I mean, it's just ridiculous. As the Pakistan fieldsmen get to the boundary, they hurl down these bottles of water, which just watch them. They're getting out there now. Just watch everything landing around them. I mean, this is just ridiculous.
Good shot, very good indeed. Just use the pace of the ball. Nice clever use of waiting and playing it late. Oh, good shot down the pitch, lovely use of the feet. I think that's what you've got to do to Arshad Khan. I made the point a few matches ago, he's a slow off spinner, as opposed to Sack Lane, who's much quicker. He gives you a chance to get down the pitch. On the other hand, because he bowls it slower, he'll turn it a little bit more. Oh, lovely. Got inside it. Just opened the face. Good use of the feet there. He's not the easiest to get down the pitch to Sack Lane. Doesn't toss it up quite as much as Arshad Khan. He gets a nice loop on it, but it's outside off stump. And you see how the bat opened. That's deliberate, to try and go inside out.
That boundary brought up the 100 of the Indian innings.
Oh, brilliant wicket keeping. My impression was he might well have made it, but it was absolutely wonderful quick thinking by Moin Khan.
Well, just before the ball was delivered, Ajay Jadeja was hinting to Ajit Agarkar that he would just tap the ball and go for a run to the offside. But this is excellent work, and I think Ajay Jadeja is in trouble. Remember, of course, that Moin Khan has still got his gloves on. It's not easy to throw with those big gloves on, but he's done it.
Yeah, I thought he was going to just make it. It was, as you say in Yorkshire, nobbut just. Well, Sonny rather thinks he might have been out. I have my doubts, and if there's any doubt, I think like the umpire, I would have just gave him in. 103 for 5.
He'll have to hurry, Ajit Agarkar. It's a direct hit by Ijaz Ahmed. He's one of the quicker fielders in the Pakistan team. Well, umpire Venkatraghavan asking for the third umpire to come in again. What do you think, Jeffrey?
I think he's struggling. When you get these direct hits, a good chance the fielder's going to win it. And he's won it, as I thought. It's so difficult, it's so fine a line, but it's just the impression over a long time. And seen a lot of cricket that direct hits tend to win a lot more than they lose. And a brilliant piece of fielding. He's got one at last as Ijaz. Well, it's just a good shy. .104 for 6.
And Mongia coming into bat in place of Ajit Agarkar. Just run out by direct hit from Ijaz Ahmed.
Oh, they've been very good in the field. This young man hasn't made too many runs on this tour, but he's impressed everyone with his agility on the field, even if he's wearing Shoaib Akhtar's shirt. It's Imran Nazir inside it. Tony, I'm a bit surprised he got into that shirt. It's a bit of a difference in size there. They've gone up in appeal because Moin Khan and Arshad Khan thought the little thud they heard as the ball passed by came off glove. The umpire didn't think so.
Yes, well, they're never going to die wondering. Let's have a look at this. I'd say it flicked the thigh pad. Yeah, I think it probably did.
That'll go for 4. Made room, found a spot, and hammered it away.
Lovely shot, right off the meat of the bat. You don't get many back foot cuts in that. It wasn't a classical cut shot. He was giving it a bit of room, mind you. Likes a little bit of room to play the cut shot. Smashed it away. And, well, it was 4 all the way. A few more like that. Short delivery. You just can't bowl short to him. He's very strong on that cut shot.
Nan Mongia batting down below Ajit Agarkar. That's a bit of a revelation. He's on 11. Oh, he's picked a spot. He knew he had to clear the man inside the circle, and he was a good halfway inside the circle. The moment he knocked it over his head, it was going to be 4.
Yes, it's often a good idea to actually target that man if you can hit the ball over the top. If you hit it straight at the fieldsman that's inside the circle and it goes over his head, the chances are there's no one behind him. And that's what happened there. Very nicely timed. Didn't try and hit it too hard. Just lofted it over the top. Have a look at this. That's really easily done. Very good. Jadeja, lovely flowing batsman and in quite good form at the moment too.
He's got him. just played away from his body. The ball was seaming away, straight into the gloves of Moin Khan. Good, this is all over. It's been a good innings from Jadeja, but it's over.
Yes, I think he had to go. As I said just a little while ago that we're either going to see some action, which we've seen a bit of that, or we're going to see a wicket or two. Well, we've seen both. Big nick, that one, nicely taken. And, well, that's the end of the Indian captain today. Out for 41, and the score now 131 for 7.
Well, we've been talking about Anil Kumble. He's now in the middle with a bat in hand. Should be looking for a couple here because he's got it fine. I think he gloved it fine, or certainly hit something on the way. And they will pick up 2, which are 2 runs. So 135 for 7. He's bowled him. Just skidded from underneath. That's the kind of bowler Azhar Mahmood is. Went right through Kumble's defensive shot. And that is another wicket for Azhar Mahmood.
Yes, the way he played that looked to me as if it must have really stayed down. Let's have a look at it. No, I think it was through him. He should have been forward. But really, I'm afraid, is a bit of a tail-ender shot. So Anil Kumble is out for 1, bowled by Mahmood. Quick delivery, nice and straight. 8 balls for his single. It's 135 for 8.
Javagal Srinath comes into bat, and I'm afraid it's getting terribly one-sided now. This is just another little nail in the coffin. It's gone. He's given him. First ball. 1 more goes down. Azhar Mahmood picks up 5. And Javagal Srinath makes the briefest of brief stays in the middle.
Yes, and Mahmood's on a hat-trick. Don't forget that. So this could be quite interesting. So those are the best bowling figures for him. 5 wickets. And, oh, yes, it stayed down to nice and straight. So Javagal Srinath, unfortunately, out first ball for a duck. Well, this is interesting because now we have a hat-trick here. LBW bowled Mahmood, and it's 135 for 9. So Venkatesh Prasad is the new batsman. He's a right-hander, and he's on a hat-trick. Now then, this is going to be interesting. That's the LBW. Plum he was. And he's been charging in, so this could be a big occasion in the life of this young man. 2 wickets in 2 balls. Right, here we go. Can he do it? Will this be number 13? Oh, and I tell you what, it was dead straight, and he just managed to get a bit of bat in there. Well, it's not to be. Not this time, anyhow. It's been a good performance, though. Here's the delivery again. Nips back, and, oh, very, very nearly beat the inside edge of the bat.
And he's off and running. Oh, and the ball got stuck in Akram's hands. Remember, there's bound to be a bit of dew. So Akram didn't quite have a grip on the ball. He can laugh at it because his team is in a very good position.
Well, Wasim Akram bowling a slow delivery there. It was wayward. Had a bit of spin. And missed the stumps by miles.
Should get a couple for that shot. That's a quick delivery. It seemed to be some sort of a sound as the ball went past Nayan Mongia's bat.
This is amazing fast bowling from Shoaib Akhtar, taking it down and getting a bit of movement. Mongia chasing the ball, but clearly there was not an edge there.
Well, he's had a real cross-batted slog. Well, fast bowlers don't like to be treated that way. Shoaib Akhtar is not impressed.
Well, this was quite beautifully done in the end by Mongia. He was looking for some room on the offside, but the ball came back to him a little. But importantly, he middled that one.
He's got a thick outside edge. It's going to be a boundary. And the crowd cheering for their local boy as he stands between Pakistan and a victory.
Prasad hanging out there, trying his best to delay the eventual outcome of the game. Placing the ball nicely. Pickish outside edge, ran it down well.
Should be a couple there. Once again, the crowd enjoying every bit of resistance shown by their local boy as he approaches his highest score in one-day internationals. He's 16 now. His highest score is 19, also against Pakistan. And the ball turned sharply and has bowled him. So Venkatesh Prasad unable to get to his highest score in one-day international. Pakistan have secured a thumping victory over India. India all out for 168 in the 42nd over.